Welcome friends. This is about simulation requirement. When you are going for energy modeling or when you are going for energy efficient building simulation plays very important role. So this course is introduction of simulation process. This course is not about how to perform energy modeling or how to use energy modeling software. For that you need to go for different modules available with the website wherein it talks about methodology of energy modeling, but this particular course is just we can say it's a introduction of simulation process, and it talks about basics of simulation, different modeling softwares available and parameters related to that. So let us have a look at about the course in this introduction process. So, course starts with what is energy modeling. Energy modeling is basically a computer based analysis process which gives end user energy performance prediction of the building prior making to it. So, it gives a basic conceptual understanding that how building is going to perform in actual scenario. So, this can help to reduce energy consumption and opt for different energy conservation methods when done at design stage. Of course, result calculated by the simulation process may vary from the actual building consumption by up to 10 to 15%. And when we perform energy modeling, it considers different parameters like HVAC of the building, lighting or daylighting system of the building, controls of the lighting, then air delivery, ventilation, pumping, water pumping, and different climatic parameters like location, building orientation, building geometry. Each and everything are considered when we are going for simulation of the building. Course starts with discussion of different key technical terms which are related to the building. Say, for example, what is construction and layers? So that is explained over here. Different technical terms which are used in simulation, they are explained with necessary diagrams and explanation. What is equipment sizing? How equipment sizing is done, whether it is for HVAC or pumping, that is there. Then it talks about scheduling. Schedule is how a building is going to occupied for a particular day of a week or particular week of the year. That can be defined in simulation process. Also, there are discussion about thermal zones. The zones are something where same condition is applicable for thermostat or for HVAC working. So, how zoning is done, that is discussed, and many other technical terms are also there which are related to energy modeling process. Then there is a discussion on how simulation program works, starting with input data to the simulation program to the producing different load calculations like space load, HVAC load, system load. All types of load calculations are part of simulation process. So their introduction is over here. And then there is finally how output files are produced and what different forms of output files are there, that is shown in some of the slides. Of course, data required for modeling is very important. So from different sources, modeler has to accumulate different data. So which type of data is required, for what purpose it is required, and what can be the source of that data, that is identified and that is explained over here. Why one should not go for manual calculation in HVAC loading or other loading, that is narrated over here. How it can be error generating result, or what are the limitations, what factors manual calculation cannot foresee, that is discussed over here. Outcome of most of the simulation programs are in a graphical and textual form, so that different formats are shown in the course, like they represent outcome in for all 12 months or for different type of equipment by their annual energy consumption, so they are explained. And one can also perform energy conservation measure like going for a double pan window instead of single pan window, or reducing lighting power density for a particular area, that is shown over here. Finally, course proceeds towards selection of program from the available list of programs, and there is a comparison given for what is difference between proposed building and standard building. Proposed building is something which has been decided or designed by architect and the owner is going to propose, while standard design is when we are designing a building as per the prevailing standards, so that is a standard building. So how both the buildings can be designed, and then how to compare them, that is over mentioned over here. Different types of simulation programs, starting from basics to most complicated one, which involves CFD or 3D analysis, so that is there. Different popular modeling programs for lighting as well as for whole building simulation, they are mentioned with their features in a summary sheet, that what facility each and everyone has got. And there is a list of some questions which are normally related to energy modeling process. So the course is definitely going to be helpful to those who are performing energy modeling, or those who want to learn why energy modeling is important. They can go for this course. Of course, this course is not about how to perform energy modeling. So modeling process is not discussed over here, but how in general modeling steps are there, or what procedure is there behind it, that is discussed. Thanks for joining Irgo e-learning. You can visit the website for more details.